what you're seeing is just one locker in isolation. This would have been a continuous sort of all the way around the room. This would have been like a continuous look. And so you really only see the front of it, which it's not as bad if you just see the front of it, because the sides are like, what are they doing here? Like this whole like chicken wire looking, it's crazy.
The locker came to us from athletics. We actually had a great friend who worked downstairs, who was this building supervisor in the north end zone named Laramie Gordon. And Laramie called one day and talked to Cindy Slater, who's the head librarian here, and he said, we have something in storage over in athletics that we think we should save. And he wondered if he could bring it to us. And so Cindy asked, well, what is it? And he said, well, it's Ricky Williams' locker. And so that was a no-brainer for us. We said, of course we want to save Ricky Williams' locker. I mean, we knew it was Ricky's, but what I didn't understand until we got it was, of course, that it had all the plaques on it. And so it actually had this kind of wonderful little historic record of his career here.
You can't talk about that season without the decision, right? So Mac, we lose our head coach. Mac Brown comes in, and the way he would describe it, his sole job is getting Ricky to come back. And I think Ricky ultimately made the decision because he wanted to be a part of that team. He knew that we could do something special. And that was what encapsulated the year. It was like, we've got one more year to really do something cool. Ricky's got a chance to win the Heisman. I think a lot of people forget, it wasn't like he was a surprise, right? It wasn't like, oh, who's this running back? So the teams that we faced, there were like 8, 9, 10, 11 guys in the box trying to stop the run. And he gained these kind of yards with the entire team just saying, how do we stop this guy?
11 yards shy of the record. Williams breaks a hole. Williams, hello record book. Ricky Williams runs to the Hall of Fame. Touchback. Ricky Williams, touchdown.
The play call was, I want to say it was 67, which was I'm ISO on the linebacker, like we do, ISO left, and I'm looking for that win. And I got to make sure that I get him outside in, which means Ricky can cut off my block and take it to the outside. And I think he needed like 55 or 60 yards. It ends up being like a 64-yard touchdown play to break the record. I mean, I remember that being just what better way to break the record than to rattle off a long run. I remember them stopping the game, and there's people coming down the field. I mean, you see Earl Campbell, you see Tony Dorsett down there. These are people that as a running back, I mean, you idolize. And here they are, participating in the spectacle of you guys playing and what your team is accomplishing. And that was one of the few moments when you realize that you're a part of something really special. And then also doing it against A&M, it doesn't get any better than that, right? So after this, we went to basically a wood grain locker that opened up in the bottom and was open. And in the bottoms where you kept all your stuff, and there were some hooks on the inside. But it looked very different from this. It was a lot nicer. It didn't glow like they do now, and there were no screens, but it was a nice locker for us. You have to keep up these days when you're recruiting the young folks. And the reason I say this, there's one really easy way to say to a 16, 17-year-old how important the program is, how important they would be, and it's to show them with facilities. Schools around the country have just, bar none, they stop at nothing to sort of lay out the red carpet for the young guys. And it's tremendous to see. In the locker room now, when I take guys through there that I played with, the look on their faces, I mean, they're like, you think they stepped onto the Starship Enterprise, right? It's just that level of cool factor. These lockers are really unique. They have some special memories with them.
One of the things that Terry and I realized when we started this place 10 years ago now was that we haven't really always done what we should have done here at the university to try to save the past in terms of Texas athletics. So where we can, we have tried to help in that way. And obviously something like this, maybe it doesn't have great research potential, but it certainly is something that people would be interested to see. To think about it just disappearing seems somehow wrong for a university like this. And so ultimately we're not sure that it'll stay here forever, but at least it's here for now. And that makes me happy.